Hey, good evening. Welcome to A Foreigner in the Philippines. In the past I've done some videos on the OFW, and I've done it from various, the very first that I did, I was concerned about the fact that OFWs, the women take terrible risks. The list of risks seems almost endless, and my sincerest wish is that women will not ever have to go abroad to work in these places where they are going to be abused. Now, tonight, somebody sent me a video of a lady called Annie Cyrus. Now, if you go on YouTube and type in Annie Cyrus, A-N-N-I, and Cyrus, C-Y-R-U-S. She is a Muslim woman who lived under Sharia law. I actually have a copy, and I've been looking at that book today until it was actually explained to me by this lady, Annie. I didn't actually know how to interpret what I was seeing, but she begged of the audience that they should look at the Quran just on the part for woman. It actually says woman or women, and then it tells all the various ways that a woman has whatever rights. They're only half a woman because they came from a man, okay? So they only have half of the rights that anybody that is a man has. Now, one of the things that she went into in graphic detail, really, and it made me think about OFWs. Now, she said that rape is a common thing, and when they are, I've forgotten what the name is now. I always thought it was called the burqa, and I very disrespectfully or facetiously called it the Batman outfit. But it amounts to this, doesn't it? Except that it's in black. Now that's the burqa. Now there's another version of that where just this part of the face, they don't have the hair is not shown, and all of that is not shown. Now, in the Quran, which is the basis of Sharia law, it says that if the woman chooses not to cover her hair and all of this and down to the chest, if she is advised to do this, because if she doesn't, she's likely to be abused. And what that actually means, according to Miss Cyrus, is that she will be abused. In other words, it's a threat. Here's the thing, because of the way that women's rights, or lack of them, are set up, if she went and made a complaint against the person that raped her, she would have to have 4 witnesses. Well, you can imagine that must be just a breeze, finding 4 witnesses to a rape. So that doesn't happen. But in complaining, she has now made herself guilty in the rape. And this is a very sobering thing to think about. And that is that she will have had intercourse, if she cannot prove rape with her 4 witnesses, then she's admitted not to rape, she's admitted to having intercourse with a man. And then she is likely to be put to death. So rape is rewarded by killing the woman is what it amounts to. It's actually common knowledge that OFWs are targets for abuse. Now, I'm not saying that every OFW that goes out is going to be abused, is going to be raped, is going to be punished, is going to be imprisoned. I'm not saying that. But what I'm saying is that enough happens that it's a cause for concern, because I've already dealt with the idea, with the concept of the kind of sacrifice that an OFW Filipina makes in order to support her family back in the Philippines. She gives up, believe me, she gives up her life. If she's in a country which has Sharia law, all of what I've been talking about is prevalent. All of those things that this woman, Annie Cyrus, was talking about are there in a threat, because that's what can happen. Now, the idea that if a woman is a good, decent woman, and so just saying, listen, this is not what I came for, this is not right, and hoping that she will be listened to, is a little bit like the joke. And once again, not trying to be facetious, but the idea that everybody will respect you if you're a nice person is a little bit like expecting that the bull will not charge you in a field because you're a vegetarian. It's not going to happen. And this is the risk that comes with it. And talking about risk, Annie Cyrus made a point. She said, on your way out, there's a big bowl of M&Ms. Help yourself. By the way, there's 3 or 4 M&Ms in there which are poisonous, but it's only 3 or 4. You can see a point, can't you? And that's my point, is that when someone takes a job abroad from the Philippines, boy, they're targets. I'm sorry, but they are targets, and you have to be aware of the risks. The usual MO is that even though it's illegal in almost every country, the employer will say, give me your passport. And they hand over their passport. But it's only so that they can register it. And then I guess it's implied that they will get it back. But they rarely do. So now, they're in a strange country that is under Sharia law, where if they go out and they are not in the traditional head to foot black robe with everything but their eyes hidden, they can be raped and then killed because they were raped. Well, let's face it, they had intercourse with a man. So, it's their own fault, isn't it? And they can't get to the police. Annie Cyrus, our video lady, said that at the age of 15 she got tired of being beaten up and raped, beaten up and raped, beaten up and raped again and again. And she went there with a dislocated shoulder and bruises to the face, black eye, and she presented herself at the office of the judge, and she said, please help me to get away from this. And his advice to her was, maybe you should go back and practice being a good wife.